Uh, okay, here we go. So just when you speak, just like put more intonation into it. Basically, you ask everything like needed to ask, but be more like a natural speaker. That is what we are aiming for, right? So try to be more natural speaker way, and that should be fine. Anyway, thank you for your hard work, and that is the end of the unit 1. So we're gonna step into unit 2 today. How do you feel about the test yesterday?
It's not too. It cannot. I mean, it's not difficult.
It's not that difficult, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, glad to hear. I tell you that it's very easy, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, let me share my screen. So today, we're gonna step into unit 2 about contacts in work, in the workplace, right? So contacts like at work, who do you usually speak to by phone or face to face, and how much time do you spend speaking with people inside the company or speaking with people outside the company or working alone? So first of all, describing your job in context. Exercise number 1. What these people do: first, a retail buyer, a public relation officer, or a business psychologist. What do you think? You can tell like any thought that you have in your mind.
For a retail buyer, I think a retail buyer can be anyone.
Okay, anyone?
Yeah. And the items that we buy is everything in our life. Yes. And we just buy things when we need it. We don't stock it. Yeah.
Very
I
good.
mean the quantity, like the quantity of the item that we buy is small.
Small, very good. Yeah. How about number 2, about a public relations officer? What do you think?
A public relation officer. I think it's a person in a company or in organizations who will be the person that talk or inform the information of that company to the society. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And how about a business psychologist?
Business psychologist. I think this person is a psychologist, but their major or their markets is just focused on the business. How they can have the business or the employee in the business do their work productively and happier or productivity or and happiness at their work. I think that.
Okay, very good. So, let's get into exercise number 2 and read those people introduction to see if they match the introduction that you just said, okay? So first, can you read this out loud for me, please? Number 1.
My name is Sarah Prentice. I'm a retail buyer and I work for a supermarket chain. My main job is to buy salads and vegetables from suppliers. Suppliers.
Suppliers.
I research the kind of products that our customers want. I also work on logistics projects. For example, at the moment, I'm working with external consultant. He's advising me on how to get our products to the supermarkets more quickly.
Okay, very good. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the pronunciation. Okay, retail bio. Okay, vegetable.
Vegetables.
Vegetable.
Vegetables.
Um, veg, 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 veg. Okay, vegetable. When you pronounce the word ve, it's like a G. After that, vegetable.
Vegetables.
Okay, not table. It's like table. T.
Vegetables.
Okay, vegetable.
Vegetables.
Very good. Okay, and suppliers. Consultant.
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 Yeah, the S here pronounced as Z, not S. It's consultant. Okay.
Consultant.
External.
External.
Okay. The stress here, stress on number 2 syllables. So external.
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 X. Oh, when you pronounce the word X, go down a little bit. X.
Ex.
Sir?
No.
Yeah, external.
External.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. So external consultant.
External consultant.
External consultant.
External consultant.
Very good. Okay. So, what do you think about this introduction, and how different is it compared to your answer earlier?
Yeah, I just in that job title, when I said, I just have a misunderstanding about that. This is the position in the company, so they do a job different from that I thinking.
You do a job differently from what you thought, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how different is it?
That person who do who buy or work with the suppliers to buy the products for the company. Not talk about the buyer like us.
Yeah. Like individually, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And she also does other things like logistic projects, and do the research about what kind of products that the customer wants, etc. Right? Okay. How about number 2? Can you read it out loud for me, please?
Hi, I'm Ben Davison. I work for a police, but I'm not a police officer. I'm a public relations officer. So I answer questions from journalists when the police are in the news. I'm currently working on a new project to attract new people to the police force. For this, I'm working with serial police officers and an outside employment agency.
Yeah. So, okay. First of all, let's talk about the pronunciation. Okay. Police officer.
Police officer.
Very good. Police officer. Journalist.
Journalist.
Very good. Stress on the first syllable. Okay. Yeah, employment agency.
Employment agency.
Very good. Okay. So, what do you think about this introduction? How do you feel about it, like compared to your introduction earlier?
Yeah, I think I get the right thought about this position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And how do you feel? Like, what is the similarities between those two? The one you describe and the one that he's talking about here. What's the similarities?
Mm, as I mentioned before, the person who can be inform the information of the company to society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And when do that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So in this case, he is working with the answer with the questions from journalists, right?
Yeah.
And of course, for the hiring and attract new people to the police force as well. So he's working with outside employment agency as well. Okay. Okay. Do you understand what employment agency is?
Yeah. This is the third party of the company that prov uh, provides recruitment CNB services.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All
I
right.
think.
Yeah. So we're gonna work on that later. Okay. So and next is number 3. Can you read it out loud for me, please?
Yeah. I'm Heidi Johnson and I'm a business psychologist. I'm self-employed, so I work on projects for various clients and companies. Basically, I deal with problems at work and help staff develop good relationships. At the moment, I'm helping a local team to communicate better with their colleges abroad.
Okay. Um. Okay. I think I feel out what is the point when you pronounce. So when you pronounce your word, um, it's not like you talk like in the same tone with everything. You go, like usually go like this, but
Yeah.
in some part you need to go down a little bit, right? So when I talk, I don't talk like, can you tell me more about this? Like that sounds like not, normally like a usual Vietnamese, but but so when a native speaker talks, they go down a little bit and go up a little bit, you know,
Oh,
to make it more natural. So um, okay, so can you read the number 3 here, the second sentence for me again? I'm
what-
self-employed. Yeah. Read one more time.
I'm Heidi Johnson and I am a business psychologist. I'm self-employed, so I work for projects for various clients and companies.
Okay. Okay. So if I were you, I will read it as this. I'm self-employed, so I work on a project for various clients and companies. There are some part that you need to emphasize, right? Like self-employed projects. But as we go gradually into the end of the sentence, go just like put your tone down a little bit for various clients and companies, right? Can you try one more time?
Um, go down a little bit on the end of the
Yeah,
sentence, right?
at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. So I work on projects for various clients and companies.
Okay, very good. Yeah, sounds much more better. Okay, so let's go into the pronunciation of words, okay? Psychologist. What do you think the stress is on this word?
Psychologist. The second one.
The second one, right? The
Yeah.
last earlier you said a psychologist is like the first one. So
Mm.
stress is really important. Psychologist,
Psychologist.
very good. Staff develop good relationships.
Good relationships.
Yeah, same as earlier. Second stress, okay. Oh, and colleagues. Colleagues, when it's singular, only one colleague. More colleagues. You don't have to colleges here. Colleagues,
College.
colleagues, like just like S. Colleagues.
College. Colleagues.
Yeah, colleagues. Just
Colleagues.
very good. Okay. So, how do you feel about this business psychologist? Does it match your description earlier?
Mm, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think a little. I think I can know the job description of this job.
Uh-huh.
Um, she she uh, she uh, she worked with employee of the
Mm-hmm.
company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's, like basically what you just described earlier, right? Okay.
yeah.
Very good. So we can step into the next exercise and answer those questions. Okay. Number one, which person or people works on problem of communication? What do you think?
A public relations officer
Uh-huh.
work
Works.
on the problem of the communication.
Uh-huh. Very good. All right. Um, how about this? What do you think? Does she works on problem of communications? Number three.
Work on problem of communication. Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you tell? What part does it tell?
Mm, she deal with problems at work
Mm-hmm.
and help staff develop good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I think good relationships that means you can you you have to communicate with other people.
Uh-huh.
So this one hint that she works on the problem of communication.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right. And the key word that tell us about that is the last sentence. I'm helping a local team to communicate better with the
Communicate.
colleagues abroad, right? And we
Yeah.
know that's the key. Okay. And number two, which person or people works with people outside the company?
Mm, I think they are retail buyer and public relations officer.
Okay. And how, why, in what position?
Mm, for 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 a retail buyer, she have to work with suppliers
Mm-hmm.
and logistic company.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she work with people outside the company.
Okay.
Yeah, for the for the public relations officers. So he have to work for outside employment agency and journalist. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And about Hetty Johnson, the person number 3, she is self-employed, so it's hard to say that, people outside the company, right?
Yeah.
And how about number 3, people works with products? Which one?
I think with Sarah Prentice, retail buyer.
Uh-huh. And what products does she works with?
She worked with salads and vegetables.
Vegetable from suppliers, right?
Vegetable from suppliers.
Okay. And last but not least, people that work with company but not for a company.
It is Heidi Johnson.
And how can you tell?
She is self-employed. So she work with the people inside the company, but she is not an employee in that company.
Very good. All right. And the next part, okay. Match the word in bold in text number 2 to define 1 to 7. Okay. So I can go up a little bit up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So first, can you read it out loud and then pick what is it?
Yeah. These companies sell their products to retailer. Can you go down a little bit?
Okay.
So these companies sell their product to retailer customer.
Is it customer? Though these companies sell their products to retailer. Okay, that is the key that it gave us. Who is the retailer here? Sarah, right? So my main job here is to buy salad and vegetable from suppliers. Okay, so she is the retailer, right? And she got that from the suppliers. So those companies sell their product to retailer. Do you understand the relationship?
These companies sell their products to retailers. I don't understand that.
Okay, so it's okay. So can you can read again from these? She number 1, Sarah is a retailer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and she buy products from suppliers.
Yeah.
Right? That means the supplier here gave her the products, sell her the products, right?
Yeah.
That is the relationship between suppliers and retailers. So the answer for number 1 is
suppliers.
Suppliers, exactly. Okay. How about number 2?
This organization finds new employees for you. Employment agency.
Employment agency, very good. And number 3?
These people work with you. College.
Colleagues. No J sound here, okay? Colleagues. Very good. Yeah. Number 4?
These people pay for the services of a professional person or organization.
Mm-hmm.
Consultant.
Consultant, is it consultant? These
People
people pay for services
for services.
of a professional person on.
Professional person. Uh,
Let's read this again.
these people pay for services of professional person or organization,
Mm-hmm.
customers.
Exactly, customer,
Yeah.
right? How about number 5?
This expert outside the company helps you with problems.
Uh-huh.
Consultant.
That's consultants, right?
Yeah.
And number 6?
These people buy your products.
Products.
Products. Customers.
Custom
Clients.
clients. Okay.
Uh,
And number 7?
these people are the employees of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Staff.
Staff. Exactly. Really good. Okay. Okay. Let's have a chit chat a little bit. We can stop into number 5. And you're gonna work with me. Which people in number 4 do you work with? Okay. So I think you said that you worked in HR, right? In a bank. So which in your position, which kind of people that roles in here do you work with?
I work with no one of them.
No one? Okay. So usually who do you work with?
I work with a manager level in our company.
Uh-huh.
Directly.
Uh-huh.
And for in, for internal communication, I just release the information so that everyone in my company can get it. That's all. I didn't work with the 3 kinds of position that we mentioned before. Yeah.
So no, I mean the words that we have it both in here, right? You said that you
Yeah.
work with your, was that the higher position, the manager? So I think you can mention it as your colleagues, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you only worked inside the bank, like not with the customer outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think in that way, I think you can say that you work with them, even though that manager may be in high position, but yeah. Okay, so I think we can end our lesson here today, and tomorrow we can get into some listening. Okay, about this Simon Forbett, talk about
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How can I improve my intonation? You know, like you said before. Yeah.
Um, I think, like it's very important that you listen to some native speaker short video. So for me, before, like I don't like initially I have this kind of accent. So I watch the video on YouTube actually. So I watched, the Korean idols, and they have really really beautiful accent. Of course, the Australian. So usually they have like three kinds of accent that I am usually copying. So the key here is to listen to the native speaker and copy.
Mm.
I try to copy their accent. It's called like shadowing. Shadowing? Is it shadowing? I think it's shadowing. So try to listen a lot. That's the one because it's naturally go into your brain, right?
Mm.
And second is to copy. So you need to listen. So first of all, if you listen to a British speaker, they sound like very different with American or Australian, and it's really beautiful the accents between those three. That's like the one who I usually watch, and I got it like copy into my brain. So I work with those accents. So you need to listen first, and then you copy. Like they said a word, and then you copy it. So it maybe sound a little bit boring. So you need to find someone that you feel very interested with.
Mm.
Like what kind of program do you usually watch as entertainment?
Mm. Just music. Yeah.
Music. What
Yeah.
kind of music do you listen to?
Mm. I I just listened to some famous song
Mm-hmm.
of yeah of of the like Adele, Taylor Swift.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. Very good. That's very easy. So I think you can get into the what's that? The program, the show, the game show, for example, that they are in, or the channel. They talk very casually with friends on those programs on their channel,
Mm.
and then you can listen, and you still feel like entertained, right? But at the same time you still learning the accents. So find something that you feel very interested in and working with it, like learning naturally without any boring stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and try
Thank
to.
you for that.
Yeah, no problems. Okay, and I also have a little bit of question for you because can I be honest? Okay, I need to stop recording.